Thank you. The President said that because of the brevity of time, there's no more Logan Tureti. We are going to be on radio time, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ray Apple is a renowned journalist, prolific writer, and a man of foresight. Ray, as his name depicts, is a ray of hope for practicing and up-and-coming journalists in Nigeria, and by extension, the global community. Born on August 6, 1948 in Ukotudosium, in Okanafon local government area of Akwa Ibom State, Apple is undisputedly one of Nigeria's finest journalists whose professional career spans great decades. The height of his career dates back to those heydays when Nigeria was regarded as one of the riskiest countries to practice journalism. Yet, despite the odds, he excelled in his chosen career, thus alive today to celebrate his milestone in the nation's checkered journalism profession.
Please, it's an abridged version. With apologies, please. The citation is an abridged version because of the brevity of time, ladies and gentlemen.
And the next awardee to step on the stage is Dr. Danla Dibako, OON.
With a big round of applause.
Danla Dibako was born on the 1st of September 1957. He had his primary, secondary and Quranic education between 1962 and 1973 in Sokoto, Kano and Kaduna. As a young boy in 1973, he began an internship with Radio Nigeria Sokoto in July as a reporter, announcer. After his Bachelor of Arts degree in 1978, the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA Sokoto, employed him as an assistant producer, presenter too. It was at the Nigerian Television Authority that he rose through the ranks to become Managing Network Service of the NTA headquarters, Victoria Island, Lagos.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Dr. Danla Dibako, OON.
And next is Professor Rao.
Ifele began his primary education at St. George's Anglican Primary School in Idori, Ondo State. He would later proceed to Baptist Boys High School in Ekiti for secondary education. A graduate of the world's first school of journalism at the University of Missouri, Columbia, United States of America, Professor Akifele is a communications specialist and consultant to UNFPA, UNESCO, UNIFEM, WHO, UNICEF, and the UNDP, to mention a few. He is a Fellow of the Nigerian Guild of Editors, Fellow of the Nigerian Institute of Public Relations, Fellow of the Chartered Institute of Development Studies, and former Chairman, Management Board, Unilag Radio 103.1 FM.
That can go on and on. The next awardee, ladies and gentlemen, Malam Baba Alido NTA, MON, MNI, FAGE. Make it propose, ladies and
He holds an MA in Journalism, Media and Cultural Studies from the Cardiff University, Wales, United Kingdom. He holds a certificate in broadcasting from the US Graduate School, Washington, D.C., a diploma in journalism obtained from the London School of Journalism, a certificate of advanced journalism from Bayero University, Kano. He earned a professional diploma in mass communication from Bayero University, Kano, and a certificate in development journalism.
thank you very much, Malam Baba NTA. The next awardee ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Dubai Ajayi Badebo, the camp SNGA.
A Cambridge University Nuffield Press Fellow. An outdoor advertisement. Dupe Ajanbadibo, a former special assistant to a one-time secretary to the government of the Federation, holds 3 master's degrees and a postgraduate diploma. She has a master's in communications art from the University of Ibadan in March 1984, a master's of business administration from the University of Ibadan June 2007, and a master of law from the University of Lagos in June 2014.
Thank you very much. The next awardee, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Grace Achuk. So, but then before we get to it,
Otopani, local government area of Cross River State of Nigeria. She was born into the family of Mr. and Mrs. Okodede Asogo Kalabatan, Calabar. She received a diploma in journalism from the Times Institute of Journalism in 1995, an advanced diploma from the same institute in 1996. A postgraduate diploma in public relations from the Nigerian Institute of Journalism was awarded to her in 1997. A master's degree in business administration she earned from the Lagos State University.
Quality leadership at the operational takeoff of the News Agency of Nigeria in 1978. Most importantly, it laid the foundation of NUJ as a credible national news agency, a rare feat among national news agencies worldwide, where such institutions become government megaphones. Professor Adefela holds a bachelor's degree from the University of Ife, now Obafemi Awolowo University, and a master's degree from the School of Journalism, Columbia University, New York, United States of America. He is a man of authentic reference points in situations of divergent news reports by various media outlets. In those days, the daily editorial conference was presided over by Professor Adefela, who had this uncanny ability to pick out the minutest of lapses in text. He has taught at Baylor University, Waco, Texas, USA, at University of Lagos, and brought intellectualism to now. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Professor Femi Adefela.
the next awardee, ladies and gentlemen, please jam your hands together for High Chief Tony Akiotu, FNGE.
High Chief Tony Akiotu is a celebrated and renowned professional in the media and broadcasting ecosystem. He is currently the Vice Chairman, Broadcasting Organizations of Nigeria, BON, after serving meritoriously in the BON Central Working Committee for over 10 years. He sits on the board of Nigeria's biggest private media conglomerate, DAR Communications PLC, as the Group Managing Director. His contributions to the media and broadcast landscape in Nigeria is monumental. High Chief Tony Akiotu stands out as one of the few Nigerian broadcasters who has traversed the universe covering international competitions. He has run all African Games, Commonwealth, and Olympic Games.
Thank you very much. If I know how to sing, I would have sang African Independent Television. Okay. Thank you. We invite
A journalist whose years of progressive hard work has placed him far above his peers in journalism and the media sector. Though a Yoruba man to the core, he's traveled beyond the shores of the Atlantic Ocean, covering and reporting landmark events. He graduated from the prestigious Nigerian Institute of Journalism in 1974 before proceeding to study for a diploma in journalism in the same institution. By 1977, Sanfolu Olamide had bagged a certificate in computer literacy in Ibadan and further proceeded to Cardiff, Wales, where he obtained a higher diploma in journalism.
Thank you very much.
And the next awardee to come on stage is Mrs. Abike Oguson. A round of applause as she steps forward.
A big round of applause.
Abike Olufunlola Ogunsonwu, née Awolola Ijamba, was born into the Shano chieftaincy family of Itafaji, Lulu Street, Lagos State. On leaving the Methodist Girls' High School, Yaba, in 1964, she began her journalism career with the Daily Times of Nigeria, a foremost newspaper in the country, in 1965. After undergoing an in-service training under the British Boy Mr. W. Riley for 1 year, she was sponsored by the Daily Times to the University of Lagos for a diploma certificate in mass communications. She was further sponsored by the company to study for a bachelor's degree in English. However, she received combined honors in English and philosophy, passing out with flying colors. At the Daily Times, she went through the rungs of the ladder as a corporate reporter, page editor, sub-editor, and a full-time editor of the Headlines and Teachers Journal. She earned her popular name, Auntie Abike, when she edited the children's page.
All right, we respectfully ask the SSG parties. Please, a big hand for him. The representative of Ileka Zeze, please. Representative of the Ileka Zeze, thank you very much. The representative of Elio Dukumaya, please. Chief Ima Abu, where are you, sir?
And the next award to be presented is to Senator Chris Ayao MFR, who will be represented tonight by the chairperson of NUJ, Lagos State, Dr. Adiola Ekine. Yes, she's here. Dr. Adiola Ekine to receive the award of
for Aremo Taiwo Alimi, the chairman organizing committee, Benga Onaiga will collect and take it to him at home. Please a big hand for him. Aremo Taiwo Alimi, unavoidably absent, but to be collected by Mr. Benga Onaiga. Professor Stella Chinyeri Okuna, FNGE, a big hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Born into the renowned family of Serikin Bukuri Muhammadu on 5th October 1958 in Al-Kaleri town, Al-Kaleri local government area, He attended Duguri Primary School from 1965 to 1971, where he obtained the first school leaving certificate. He then gained admission into the famous government secondary school Bauchi, Garu, from 1972 to 1976, where he came out with WAEC Division 3. He proceeded to the Northeast College of Arts and Science, Neckers, now University of Maiduguri, and was there between 1977 and 1979 for his advanced level certificate. On successful completion, he gained admission into the same institution, upgraded in 1976 to University of Maiduguri. He commenced his degree program in 1979 and graduated in 1982 with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English. In his pursuit for knowledge, Senator Bola attended the Administrative Staff College of Nigeria, ASCON, for a general management course and a capacity building training in Lagos, where he was issued a certificate of the Institute of Purchasing and Supply in 1988. Senator Bola Mohammed began his career as a journalist with the Mirage newspaper in 1982. He briefly served as news reporter with the News Agency of Nigeria, NAN. He was state editor for Benue as the Democrat newspaper from 1983 to 1984. He left journalism and joined the Federal Ministry of Internal Affairs as administrative officer in 1984, working there for a decade. He was promoted and redeployed as principal administrative officer to the Cabinet Secretariat of the Presidency in 1994. He rose to the position of Assistant Director in the Federal Ministry of Power and Steel, a position he held until 1999, when he was promoted to Deputy Director, Special Assistant to the Honorable Minister, Federal Ministry of Transport. The achievements recorded by Senator Bola Mohammed in transforming the FCT in the provision of massive infrastructure in all sectors are too numerous to mention. Many projects completed till date were the brainchild of Senator Bola Mohammed. The historic victory of Senator Bola Mohammed of the People's Democratic Party in the 2019 general elections will remain indelible in the minds of the people of Bauchi State and the country at large. Overcoming all odds in the face of an opposition government, for the first 4 years of the governor's administration, defined under the Greater Bauchi, encapsulated in the Bauchi Project's mission and vision, he has achieved greatly tremendous feats in all socio-economic sectors of the state. Worthy of note is the peace and security that pervades the state, which is in sync with the major purpose of government, as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution, that says, the purpose of government is the protection of lives and property of its citizens. His victory in the just concluded 2023 general election was a watershed as it broke the one-term jinx in Bauchi State. All the projects embarked upon by his administration are either completed or on the verge of completion. The certificate of occupancy to the NUJ National Secretariat. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Senator Bola Mohammed is recognized widely across the country. He bagged the traditional title of Koram Bauchi. He was awarded Best Governor in the area of infrastructural development by former President Muhammadu Buhari. He was Governor of the Year in 2021, presented by the Blueprint newspaper. He was Leadership Governor of the Year in 2022, awarded by Leadership newspaper. He received the Award for Accountability and Transparency from the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria, ICON. His hobbies are reading, writing, and traveling. Please, ladies and gentlemen, join me to honor Senator Bola Abdulkadir Mohammed, CON, Kauram Bauchi, Jagaban, Katako.
I was thinking that would be followed by a resounding round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Whilst we are at it, please help me make welcome to the stage, respectfully, Aremo Olusegun Oshoba. Please, sir, come and do these honors for His Excellency, the Governor of Bauchi State. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, you see, I want to thank the president because when the governor was minister in federal capital territory, he honored us and allocated us the land. So this honor is well deserved. It's not something that we are doing without very genuine reasons. I want to thank the president for this honor, and I want to thank the governor. Well, he's keeping the flag flying. The likes of Jack Hunting, Bishop Evangelon, our dear before me, then we follow their footsteps, and he is doing a great job as a fellow journalist who is now in government. Congratulations, SSG. Thank you.
My friend, Dr. Mohamed Bulama, the representative of the governor of Bauchi State, the secretary to state government, and the national president of the NUJ, Chief Chris Isiguzo, MFR. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be very brief. I am privileged to be here, considering that at around age 10, I read Daily Times, New Nigeria, I read Shepherd Shepherd's story, I read how the coup took place, and I got fascinated as to why I should become a journalist. I read Bola Mogunsanwo collecting an award the same day with my teacher. He taught me in 1980-81, my master's degree class. So, I mean, Professor Akintone, you should be happy that your student is collecting an award the same day with you. Chiboshoba, I read you so much, and for you to be chairman, and for you to be at this occasion. We can write stories about what you did, Nadeko, fight for democracy. It was one of those occasions that inspired me. The day I was interviewing traditionally, the day I was interviewing Alao Akabashoru. I asked Akabashoru that, what do you see Nigeria in the year 2000? It was a military rule. And Akabashoru said he saw Nigeria still a military regime. And of course, 2 hours later, I was hounded away in a Land Rover. So all of us suffered something by reporting. I want to encourage the
award, Mrs. Ifeyiwa of Mowale. We recognize Director National Broadcast Academy, Ikeja, Lagos, Danladi Kwache.
I'm told that the chairman Imo is in our midst. Please, we need your attention here. Chairman Imo.
We also
Ifeanyi Waguma, Chairman Imo, please, attention, please.
We recognize the presence of Mrs. Christy Joseph, Deputy Director, Languages, Voice of Nigeria. Dr. Jide Atoshi, the Director of Social Media, Ministry of Information and Strategy, Lagos. We also recognize you. Thank you for coming tonight. Mr. Ogil of Boybe, former FRCN, and his elegant wife are also here tonight. Thank you for coming.
The chairman of the occasion, this occasion represented by IPG, Dr. Brahma, Father of the Day, the representative of the governor of Bauchi State, distinguished award recipients, ladies and gentlemen. Pardon me, there's no particular order. They are here. I don't want to waste your time. Mine is just to thank you for finding time to attend this event. We did it last year, we have done it again, and I can assure you, by the special grace of God, we will do it better next year. Again, I thank you for coming. I wish you safe journey back to your various destinations. And to the recipients, congratulations. We are proud of you, we are role models. And for those who are yet, like my president said, it's a yearly thing. There are many more veterans out there who have made their mark in journalism. We'll fish them out and celebrate them while they are still alive. Again, on behalf of members of the organizing committee, many of them chairmen of our various councils, and members of the National Executive Council of NUJ, I thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Creation, direct our noble cause, guide our leaders right, ever use the truth to know, in love and honesty to grow.
May the soul of High Chief Raymond Dokwesi and the souls of other faithful departed through the mercy of God rest in peace. Amen. Thank you very much. Let me re-emphasize that this event is not just a ceremony. It is a collective recognition of the role played by our media icons in shaping the narrative of our nation. It is an acknowledgement of the vital functions you fulfill, standing as pillars of democracy and upholding the principles that the journalists, integrity, accuracy, and the relentless pursuit of the public good. On this note, I want to specially appreciate and express indeed our profound gratitude to the former governor of Ogun State, His Excellency Governor Oshoba CON, who has continued to show tremendous support to the Nigerian. So we thank you for your contributions to this noble profession, journalism. We are grateful for the good works you have done for us, and we will continue to celebrate you. We will continue to celebrate you. Like we said last year when we started, we said it's going to be an annual engagement, annual event. You know, when we finished that last year, so many people were calling us, you know, I am also an icon, I am also an icon. We are telling them, relax. That we're not going to do everything at the same time. But I'm happy that today we are here. By the grace of God, next year, we will also gather again to honor yet another set of media icons. I can cite Dr. Imago, who was one of those we honored last year. You are welcome, sir. Thank you for all you do for the journalism profession. Without much ado, I want to once more welcome each and every one of us to this event and ask us to relax. We are not going to take much of your time. All things being equal, the next 1 hour will be done. Once again, welcome, welcome, and welcome again. Thank you very much.
We want to recognize the members of the entourage of the chairman of the occasion, ladies and gentlemen. The man for the keynote address. We're told that the governor of Bauchi State used to be one of us before he became His Excellency. So he sent in a very compact representation here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We recognize Governor Bala Mohammed, ably represented by His XSG, Barrister Mohammed Ibrahim Kashim. A big hand, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming, sir. He is not alone.
Also on the entourage is the Commissioner of Information and Communications, Bauchi State, Comrade Usman Danturaki, Zanran Dujuma of Das.
We also have to recognize Special Advisor on Media, Bauchi State, and former NUJ Deputy President, Comrade Maktar Gidado, Jaman Alkeleri. I hope I got that correctly. It looks like the Bauchi State Exco is fueled by the NUJ, Mr. President. It's a good thing to behold, though. Please, a big hand for him.
Not a media guru. Let me quote what Mr. President said. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria said, his life is worthy of emulation, as it will serve as a useful beacon for many, particularly the upcoming Nigerians. And Mr. Governor of Lagos State, in his own words,
sure our President, Dr. Chris Sibuso, will spare all of us the Nigerian problem of defeating the powerful delegation of the governor of Bauchi State. Now, unfortunately, Samamuka is not here. Sam has always been a cynical writer. When we were young, you call him Sam, but no. I always try to correct people. Now, Samamuka started his offbeat Sam. That was his original column about 60 years ago. And what did he do? He was blowing his trumpet from the outlet. You can imagine turning the trumpet the other way around. How can you blow trumpet from the other way around? And that was Samamuka. He's always saying that seeing all of us together like this, he would like to die. And then 2 weeks ago, he came to my house and told my wife that when he's 90, he will die and go to heaven, to hell. I said, hell, you are 88 already. Why do you want to go to hell? He said, his iniquities were so many. So my wife said, well, but you see, the good that you did to everybody, particularly to journalism, is so high that when they put these things on scale, your goodness will be higher than your iniquities and you'll be admitted to heaven. If Sam were here, he would say what is left for him today is to go and die. But we are not letting him die yet because I told him his mother lived 106. When he is 105, we all go gather together and send him off. So I want to congratulate all of you. I have never seen
so many ideology of icons of the media profession. If Aremo Shogun Oshoba says that he has never seen such a collection of the giants of the media journalistic industry icons, then you can imagine my own predicament. So it is indeed a huge privilege. So please permit me to read the prepared text of the minister's speech. It is my pleasure to be here with you this evening to chair this important event dedicated to recognizing media icons in Nigeria. The symbolism and significance of regularly acknowledging the contributions of pacesetters and icons in society can never be overemphasized. As the late Nobel laureate Elie Wiesel famously said, and I quote, "Without memory, there will be no civilization, no future." Unquote. Indeed, we remember and honor the sacrifices of the past so as to light up the way into the future. These recognitions are powerful tributes and reminders to all coming behind of the heights already attained and the endless possibilities that exist ahead. I remain eternally humbled and grateful to be part of the class of honorees at the maiden edition of this milestone recognition event, which held last year. I think the Nigerian Union of Journalists, under the distinguished leadership of Chief Chris Ishiguzo, MFR, I thank him for coming up with this momentous idea and for seeing it not just to implementation, but also to continuity. I'm also grateful for the honor extended to me to be the chairman of this year's edition, presiding over the recognition of industry greats like Mr. Ray Eko, Chief Henry Odukomaya, Dr. Bella Dibako, and Aremo Taiwo Alimi. breakers and record breakers.
He to me, he said, please SSG, you should just recognize Governor Oshoba, recognize the President of Minister, President of NUJ, awardees, media, ladies and gentlemen. So I take that as my protocol. Let me start by apologizing on behalf of His Excellency. He actually had wanted to be here and he had made all the preparations. I was in Abuja on another assignment and he had a delegation from Saudi Arabia as a follow-up to fall back to their visit with His Excellency the President. So he called me and asked me to stop doing what I was doing and be here. And it's my honor and privilege to be here, just like the representative of the minister. It's rarely that you get the chance to come and meet with people like Governor Oshoba, who when he was elected governor, put us, all of us then students, in trouble because we believed in the idea of true fiscal federalism, which was a taboo then and up to now something that is being discussed. So without much ado, I will go straight to the speech of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Bauchi State. And it goes thus. It gives me great pleasure to be here today on this auspicious occasion of the 2023 edition of the Milestone recognition of media icons in Nigeria. Mr. Chairman, not everyone gets the privilege of being honored by a professional body. When the recognition is capped with a request to also give the keynote address at the occasion, that should be considered as a rare privilege and a great honor. And I'm so honored. Therefore, from the very depth of my heart, I want to start my brief remarks by thanking the leadership of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, ably led by Mr. Chris Isuzoku and the organizers of the Media Milestone Awards for considering me fit to play the double-barrel role assigned to me on this occasion. Mr. Chairman, let me admit that my first impulse was to decline the invite. As you would expect, the dominant concern of most political administrators in today's Nigeria is the governance challenges confronting us. Issues of the cost of living, security, out-of-school children, employment of our teeming youth, national cohesion, and the recurring challenges of democratic succession in a system that prioritizes highly divisive primordial sentiments over the excruciating poverty that neither recognizes nor respects those primordial sentiments. But three related factors forced everything on me. Firstly, unknown to many, I started my working life as a journalist. But I hold it against no one that I do not have the first name recognition of the lives of Namdi Azikiwe or BC Onabanjo or Sa'adu Zongo or Bob Obubuagu or Latif Jokande or Adamu Chiroma or Clement Ebiri of our own dear Shegun Oshoba, who prior to the outstanding contributions they were later to make in the sphere of political administration had acquired national recognition as highly successful journalists. I did not rise to that level. However, though it did not take long for me to migrate from journalism to the federal service, I am proud to say that my overall attitude to work and my perception of a united Nigeria both stem from the work ethics and the invaluable social network that I acquired in those formative years as a journalist. Moreover, I have remained in touch with the profession thanks to my good friend and brother, Emma Agu, with whom I started my journalism career with the Mirage newspaper in Jos, Plateau State 40 years ago. I was highly delighted when he was among the set to be honored with the Milestone Award last year.